As you enter your eighth decade, the value of each passing year increases. Remarkably, your physical condition already provides clues to your potential lifespan. While some people in their 70s maintain their vigor, mental acuity, and zest for life, others experience a gradual decline marked by health problems and fatigue. The reasons for this divergence often lie in several important, albeit subtle, clues that can provide insight into your future health trajectory. This video explores 7 such indicators that may indicate your longevity beyond the age of 70. These are not mere speculations or unfounded beliefs, but observations based on the experiences of people who have lived long and healthy lives, as noted by researchers and medical professionals. By the end of this presentation, you will have a clear understanding of what to look for in your own physical condition and daily habits. More importantly, you will learn actionable strategies to improve your prospects for a longer and healthier existence. It is advisable to watch to the end, as you may overlook seemingly minor aspects that could profoundly affect your future well-being. Recognizing these signs will give you a clearer perspective on where you are and what adjustments you may need to make to extend your life. Let's start with the first indicator, your walking speed. Remarkably, one of the strongest predictors of your longevity past 70 is not embedded in your genetic makeup, medical history, or dietary choices. It is something much simpler, the pace at which you walk. Research has shown that people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those whose pace slows significantly. This correlation occurs because walking speed is directly related to overall physical health, muscular strength, cardiovascular performance, and even cognitive function. Consider the contrasting examples of Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe takes a daily morning walk, maintains a steady pace, and has no difficulty crossing streets or climbing stairs. His movements are fluid, well-coordinated, and confident. In contrast, Frank, who was once active, has slowed down considerably in recent years. He struggles to keep up with others, requires frequent breaks, and occasionally feels unsteady on his feet. While Joe's steady pace suggests robust bodily function, Frank's declining speed could be a warning sign of deteriorating health. A slow and unsteady gait is not just a result of aging, it can indicate underlying conditions such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even the early stages of neurological decline. Your legs serve as your foundation, and their weakening can reduce your overall resilience. Fortunately, walking speed is a modifiable factor. Increased walking strengthens the body. If you have noticed a decrease in your walking speed, it is important not to ignore it. Begin a gradual effort to build strength, whether through increased walking, lightweight training, or simple leg exercises. After all, the speed at which you literally move through life can tell you a lot about the duration of your mobility. So pay attention to your pace, as it may be one of the most accessible ways to influence your longevity. Now let's look at the second sign, your grip strength. Surprisingly, the strength of your handshake can be more telling than you might think. Research shows that grip strength is one of the most reliable indicators of overall vitality in older adults. A firm and steady grip indicates strong muscles, good blood flow, and a well-functioning nervous system. Conversely, a weaker or declining grip can be an early sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even an increased risk of health complications. Consider Robert, a 78-year-old who has always prided himself on his strong handshake. He maintains an active lifestyle, incorporating lightweight lifting and never struggling with tasks like opening jars or carrying groceries. Then there's Walter, also 78, who began to notice that simple tasks like unscrewing bottle caps or holding heavy bags were becoming increasingly difficult. He chalked it up to normal aging, not realizing that his declining grip strength was a sign of declining muscle mass, potentially making him more prone to falls, injuries, and even a shortened lifespan. Your hands are a reflection of your overall muscular health. If your grip is weakening, it is likely that strength in other parts of your body is also declining. Progressive muscle loss can affect your independence, activity level, and resilience. The good news is that you can regain strength. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grips, or even carrying light weights can help maintain your grip and keep your muscles strong. So take a moment to evaluate your grip. If it feels weaker than it used to, or if everyday tasks are becoming more difficult, Do not ignore it. The way you hold on to things today may be an indication of how well you will hold on to life in the years to come. If you are still engaged with this video and find the information valuable, please indicate your presence by commenting number to below. If you haven't already subscribed, we encourage you to do so and enable the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Your participation allows us to continue producing informative content. Now let's move on to the third sign, your ability to stand on one foot. Balance is often overlooked until it starts to deteriorate. However, your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a significant predictor of your longevity. Researchers have found that people who struggle with balance are more prone to falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. Conversely, those who maintain good balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Consider Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active, taking daily walks and doing yoga, and can effortlessly lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Nancy, on the other hand, has not focused on her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately loses stability and has to grab something for support. What Nancy may not realize is that this impaired balance is more than just an inconvenience. It is a warning sign that her coordination, muscle strength, and even cognitive function may be declining. Maintaining good balance depends on strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you find yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady during quick turns, or needing to hold onto walls or furniture for support, it is time to take action. The good news is that balance can be improved. Simple exercises such as standing on one foot for short periods each day, heel-to-toe walking, or gentle tai-chi can help you regain stability. Try this quick assessment: stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold this position for 10 seconds without significant difficulty? If not, do not be alarmed, but do not ignore it either. The more you focus on your balance today, the stronger and more stable you will be in the years to come. The fourth sign concerns your sleep patterns. The quality of your nightly sleep reveals much about your potential lifespan. Sleep is not just for rest. It is a critical time when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. Studies have shown that people over the age of 70 who get consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives, while those with poor sleep patterns are at higher risk for memory problems, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Consider Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a regular bedtime, sleeps about 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Bill, on the other hand, experiences restless nights, tosses and turns frequently, wakes up several times, and sometimes has trouble falling asleep at first. Over time, Henry's bodily functions remain efficient, his mind remains sharp, and his energy levels remain stable. In contrast, Bill begins to experience cognitive fog, daytime sleepiness, and even fluctuations in his blood pressure, all of which are associated with his declining sleep quality. Do you wake up frequently during the night, have difficulty staying asleep, or feel exhausted despite spending many hours in bed? Do not ignore these problems. Your body is telling you something important. Poor sleep can be caused by a variety of factors, including stress, poor diet, lack of exercise, or even undiagnosed medical conditions such as sleep apnea. The good news is that sleep quality can be improved. Simple adjustments such as reducing screen time before bed, establishing a consistent sleep schedule, ensuring exposure to natural sunlight in the morning, and avoiding heavy meals at night can make a significant difference. Sleep is not just about feeling rested, it is about maintaining optimal physical and mental function, so pay attention to your sleep tonight. If you consistently wake up feeling tired, have trouble falling asleep, or have noticed changes in your sleep patterns over the past few years, it is time to make some changes. The quality of your rest today can significantly affect your strength and health for years to come. If you are still engaged with this video and find the insights valuable, please indicate your presence by commenting number for below. If you're not already a subscriber, we encourage you to sign up and enable the notification bell so you don't miss future content. Your support allows us to continue to create informative and inspiring material. Now let's move on to the fifth sign, your appetite and eating habits. How you eat after the age of 70 is a strong indicator of your potential longevity. A healthy appetite and balanced diet will keep your body strong, strengthen your immune system, and keep your energy levels high. Conversely, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal underlying health problems and even accelerate the aging process. Consider Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, and maintains a stable weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals and feels energized throughout the day. Susan, however, has noticed a decrease in her appetite. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. Unbeknownst to her, this decreased appetite is not a minor change, but a warning sign that her body may not be absorbing nutrients effectively, potentially weakening her muscles, slowing her metabolism, and compromising her immune system. Reduced appetite in older adults is often associated with underlying health problems, including digestive issues, hormonal changes, or even early indicators of cognitive decline. Insufficient food intake leads to the breakdown of muscle tissue, resulting in weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illness. If you have noticed changes in your eating habits, such as premature satiety, loss of interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it is important to take action. Maintaining a good diet after 70 is not just about feeling full, it is about providing your body with the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on eating whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and do not ignore a decreased appetite as it may be your body's way of signaling a need for attention. So ask yourself, do you still enjoy your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to maintain your energy? Or have you noticed a decrease in your appetite and energy levels? Your current eating habits have a direct impact on your future strength and independence. The sixth sign is your ability to cope with stress. How you manage stress in your 70s and beyond can reveal important information about your potential longevity. Chronic stress not only affects your mood, but also weakens your immune system, increases your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates the aging process. Conversely, people who manage stress effectively tend to remain healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Consider John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces life's challenges, such as unexpected expenses, health scares, and family problems. But he has developed a calm and steady approach to dealing with them. He practices deep breathing, maintains social engagement, and avoids dwelling on problems unnecessarily. Richard, however, tends to dwell on stress. He constantly worries about things beyond his control, feels overwhelmed by minor frustrations, and often finds himself trapped in negative thought patterns. Over time, this persistent stress takes a toll on his body, leading to elevated blood pressure, disrupted sleep, and decreased energy levels. Prolonged stress triggers inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart disease. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, do not ignore these feelings. Adopting stress management techniques, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can potentially add years to your life. Ask yourself, when difficulties arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you succumb to worry and allow stress to dominate? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control is not only beneficial to your mental well-being, but is also a critical determinant of your longevity and quality of life. If you continue to engage with this video and find the insights valuable, please indicate your presence by commenting number 6 below. If you're not already a subscriber, we encourage you to sign up and enable the notification bell so you don't miss future content. Your support allows us to continue creating informative and inspiring material. Now let's move on to the seventh sign, your social connections. The strength of your relationships may be one of the clearest indicators of your potential longevity beyond age 70. Numerous studies have consistently shown that people with strong social networks, whether through friendships, family ties, or community involvement, tend to live longer and healthier lives. Conversely, loneliness has been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature death. Consider Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor maintains an active social life, keeping in touch with old friends, participating in a local book club, and enjoying time with her family. She anticipates her conversations, laughs often, and feels connected to those around her. However, Barbara spends most of her time alone, and although she has family, she rarely reaches out to them. As the months pass, she begins to feel isolated, her mood deteriorates, and her overall health begins to decline. Human connection provides more than emotional support, it plays a direct role in your physical health. Engaging with others keeps your brain active, reduces your stress levels, and causes your body to release chemicals that promote overall well-being. If you find yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to make a change. Staying connected does not mean being surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts such as reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making a point of having meaningful conversations can make a significant difference. The relationships you cultivate today will not only bring you happiness, but will also contribute to your health and longevity in the years to come. In conclusion, now that you are aware of these 7 signs, take a moment to consider your current situation. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed subtle changes that could be warning signs? The encouraging news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections are within your power to improve. Your future health trajectory is not predetermined, and the choices you make today can significantly affect the number of years you have ahead of you. If you have identified areas for improvement, don't wait for a health professional to tell you to make changes. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, maintain social connections, and develop stress management strategies. The goal is not just to extend your lifespan, but to improve the quality of life during those years. Ultimately, longevity is not just about the quantity of years you live, but the quality of your experiences during that time. Thank you for joining us today. We encourage you to share your thoughts by leaving a comment below, mentioning one thing you learned and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your feedback is valuable to us, so please do not hesitate to share. Reading your comments motivates and encourages us in our work. If you found this video enjoyable and helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support allows us to continue producing valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.